Hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. Throughout history, men have been characterized by how they respond when things get tough. Gentlemen, if we don't take action this year, WRBF may forever be identified as the league that was taken over by this.
And bottles of horchata.
You need to know what's at stake here. I shouldn't have to remind you of the pain we had to endure just 3 short years ago.
There's always one thing that will always be fun in me, and that one thing is some farts.
Or the music video from one bald Backstreet Boy. Through a combination of what can only be described as a miracle from God and the ineptitude of 11 fantasy football managers who allowed an inconceivable season to occur, this Cleveland Browns clown won the title last year. And because of his miraculous run to the title, we're going to have to sit through yet another one of Ryan's dumb videos. Boys, let the hard times commence.
Oh, hey, how you doing? Yeah, no problem. Glad to talk about it. So where you want me to begin? From the beginning. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I started from the bottom, and now we're here. Championship. See my banners, my trophies. But it was a journey. It's been a long journey, and I could start from the beginning. Well, it was back when there was a change in my life. I went from teaching high school, I went from coaching, and I was ready for a new adventure. I was ready for something different. And I met this lady, sweet lady, Bridget was her name. And she must have saw some greatness in me.
Ryan, he was about the same size as my eagle costume, which we needed to fill for the mascot role. So we had 2 candidates for that position. We had Ryan and one other larger female that I didn't think would fit the eagle costume, so he got the job.
So she hired me, and I started working at Vass Elementary School, just taking on the world there. In the midst of that, I definitely caught the attention of this man. This man was, when I first saw him, he was skinny, kind of nerdy, and he only came twice a week, and granted, in the elementary biz, there's not a lot of women, but this man just climbed on me like a monkey on my back, just begging me to have lunch with him, to hang out with them, and I try to be a nice guy. I try to encourage, and I try to build up men with low self-esteem. So I did.
Yeah, as soon as I met Ryan, I knew that he was going to be special, mostly because he's so short. I just thought he was a new student in the special education classes.
And hey, I gotta give credit to Clint, who invited me. He did invite me in to the greatest league known to man. But what we didn't know that day is that how Los Burros would change the league forever.
Yeah, and my initial thoughts of him being special were confirmed whenever he just continuously lost in WRBF. It's almost like he didn't really understand how to play the game, or maybe he didn't understand the rules. It's almost like he needed to be put into the remedial division of WRBF with some of the other habitual losers like Logan and Sam.
Didn't he suck at WRBF? Was he like good at it now or something?
The lean years? So you want me to talk about the lean years, how I went to the bottom? So, yeah, we had some lean years. But if the phoenix doesn't die, the phoenix can't rise.
The only way I can describe last season is just miraculous. For those of us in WRBF who are fortunate enough to be a father, you think you know what a miracle is whenever you're there for your child's birth. Whenever they take their first breath, you think that's miraculous, but that really pales in comparison to what Ryan did last year.
I will gladly talk about the championship. So, again, there are haters. There were doubters. There are people that wouldn't spend $1 betting that I would win the championship. And so, yeah, I was probably at one time the mocking joke of the league, but that phoenix rose to the top.
And probably the most miraculous event that happened maybe in the entire history of where reality becomes fantasy is, I lost to Ryan in the first round of the playoffs last year by less than a point. And, that was tough, but I think I handled it really well. I handled it like a professional.
That was a problem. Mr. Clint Rogers would sometimes cry in the fetal position under my desk, and I would just have to vacate my office and go do walkthroughs until he got himself together.
And 2022 is going to be no different. I will rise to the top because this isn't a one-time joke. This isn't a fluke. This is the beginning of a dynasty. Los Burros is coming for you, 2022.
It's time to step it up, boys. Let's not give this clown an excuse to make another Los boring video. Am I right? It's draft time, baby. Let's do it. Let's go.
This is where reality becomes fantasy.
Me and Ryan do have a great relationship when it comes to trading, but I don't feel like I'm owed a piece of this championship. I'm happy for him. Better him than